I'm here at the Indie Megabooth, and right upside is a PAX 10 choice, the Swapper, and I'm here with Facepalm Games. First, could you introduce yourselves and tell us what you do at Facepalm Games?
Hi, I'm Olli, and I'm the programmer, artist, and designer, and doing most of stuff. Like I'm doing more than full-time work. And this is.
Hello, I'm Tom, and I'm the narrative designer.
Oh, okay. All right. So, what inspired you to make a game that was essentially this open world exploration, but with this odd swapping development? What brought that about?
So it started as a very different game originally. It was a multiplayer game actually, and it turned into this thing when I tried to kind of like find some kind of design that would fit this kind of puzzle game where you have very hard puzzles and things where you could perhaps get stuck, and that wouldn't be very good in very linear games. So that's probably why the exploration game came into the game.
Now, I noticed one of the things about the game is that it uses claymation and real actual objects in the game, from what I can see. What certain games or what brought you about to bring this sort of art style into the game in the first place?
It's probably because my 3D modeling skills aren't that great, and I was looking for art style I could do on my own. And I think the original reason for me ever even considering this is because that my mother is a ceramic artist, and I did some claymations when I was a kid. So when I started thinking about getting something that looks nice and it's easy to do, and I didn't want to do something cartoony, this was kind of like the obvious way to go after I learned about this technique.
Cool. Now, about the story about this game, it looks to be. It looks quite mysterious, and how is it looks like there's a lot of logs. Is that how the story is going to play out, or are we going to be told more directly what's going on in the space station?
So it is driven by logs. They're there so that you can kind of dig into the fiction if you want to. They're going to fill you in on the environment and the kind of background to this world. There's also a present tense narrative. There is another character. You're being driven through the game. There is a strong central thread, but as you said, it's kind of a mystery, and we shouldn't be giving too much away at this point.
Okay. Now, how does it feel to be one of the PAX selection of the PAX Prime last year, the PAX 10? How does it feel to be given, and how does it feel to be part of the Indie Megabooth here at PAX East?
It's also great. I think it's maybe in some ways even greater, because it feels like we are part of this bigger thing, and like it's the Indie Megabooth organizing is very nice, and like. Yeah, so we're hanging together after this and so on.
People over there. It's one happy family here at the Indie Megabooth. Now, well, the game looks pretty close to being complete, at least from what I was playing of. How much longer do we have to wait until the Swapper finally releases?
Sorry?
When does the game come out?
Yeah. So the game is coming in the next 2 months to Steam first, Windows, and then Linux and Mac later at some point.
Okay, and one final question to both of you. If you had the ability to create clones of yourself, what would you do?
I would clone myself and make other people finish the game and just slack off or something, I guess.
We should have seen this question coming. It's actually the first time I think we've been asked. I would clone myself repeatedly and then jump them all off of a cliff because I would be horrified by the thought of the situation.
I guess that's the real thing that would happen. Yes.
And that's a really hard question now that I think about it too. I don't even know what I'd do with there's 2 of me right now. All right, the Swapper comes out soon. Try it out. It was a fun game I played, and it looks to be a great experience going forward.